Hey, what's up guys? Grapefruit Technique back here with another tech review. This time we're going to be reviewing the Bravedge Santoku Edge kitchen knife, chef's knife. And so, some background is, if any of you guys have been, following my reviews, you know that I'm an avid fan of knives. I just love collecting them, using them, trying out new ones, giving the underdog a chance. Like, we all know Benchmade, we all know Spyderco, we all know SOG, but what about the lesser known brands? Can modern manufacturing technology keep up with the demands of modern society? So I saw this and it was really quite cheap, and I saw that it just recently came out. I wanted to give it a try. So let's talk about what you get. This is obviously a knife in the sheath. It comes in this box right here. Nice foam cutout, closed cell foam. Packaging's honestly great, 10 out of 10 by itself. Simple. There's not much to it. The sheath is made out of some sort of ABS type polymer. In case you guys don't know what ABS is, it's a glass reinforced plastic. Though I don't really use the sheath much, it's still an interesting touch. I'm not sure what these little cutouts for, but I suspect not only in weight reduction, but if you think about it logically, if there were no cutouts here, there'd be a sort of like a suction here, especially if the knife is going in wet, which, by the way, I would not suggest storing your knife in here wet. Yeah, I guess it's to reduce suction so you can remove the sheath easily. So here's the knife itself. At first glance, I thought it was some sort of oxide coating on the blade. That's not the case. It's some sort of metallic, very slick paint. It kind of feels similar to Teflon. The blade is the blade is 7 inches long. The overall length is 12.2 inches. And the steel type is 3CR13 MOV. So it's a chromium, molybdenum, vanadium type alloy. Stainless steel, of course. Hardness is 52 Rockwell C. And the weight is roughly 0.4 pounds. And well, the actual spec is 0.38 pounds. It's pretty well balanced, a little more heavy towards the front. So if that's your concern, maybe this is not for you. The handle feels like those like there's plastic here, but it feels like some sort of silicone, like the oven mitt kind of silicone. It's pretty grippy. I actually really like it. It has a tiny bit of give, which is interesting. I typically don't find these lower cost knives to have this kind of grip. That's kind of good. I do like these kind of grips. So the retail price is $15.99, and there's also a 5% coupon on Amazon. So it's a pretty good deal. The blade edge over here is a double bevel, right? This is a hollow grind, and in case you guys don't know what that means, if you were to look at the blade edge, from the front, this is what your typical blade edge would look. A hollow grind is like the curves of the bevel kind of go inwards. And I do like that more because it does lend to a easier to sharpen edge. Not to mention, it tends to not stick to foods when you cut it. All right, this seems like a non-stick paint, but it's really kind of neat. So in case you guys don't know about the kind of stainless steel they use in here, it's not my number one choice for steel, but it does make quite a reasonable edge, and it's very, very easy to sharpen with those handheld sharpeners. It's not really worth your time just to go on Japanese stones and just keep on sharpening this. A quicker sharpening is a much better deal. I actually intend to use this for camping. Overall, it's it's pretty light knife. Pretty good. The spine of the blade is about 2 millimeters thick, so it's none too thick, and I do appreciate the Santoku profile. It is really quite nice. Some criticisms of this is that I guess this is a stainless steel. The metal is already a stainless steel. I don't think it requires the paint. That's just my 2 cents. I mean, it's definitely nice, but you know, at the end of the day, it really didn't need it. It's nice, but I mean, if this was like a high carbon steel, then yes, I would have some sort of coating like the, you know, this kind of paint or oxide. It is quite sharp. It does cut paper. And so, yeah, I want to show you guys, how I tested out this knife. I'm going to cut a few things. I'm going to time lapse it just so I can show you and see how sharp it remains afterwards. And by the way, full disclaimer is, what was it? I did not sharpen this blade before I used it. In fact, I used it a few times already. I just want to see how it actually does on I wouldn't say a torture test, but I didn't want to skew the results by, you know, sharpening this blade beforehand. So this is from the factory, non aftermarket sharpened. And so let's see. Let's take a look.